Greetings, dear friends. Happy Monday to you. I trust you had a lovely weekend and are all ready for this very powerful week ahead that we are stepping into. Here we are with our usual Monday check-in and our Mastering Your Mindset session. So why I said this is very powerful, very auspicious week ahead, the lunar influence that we are influenced by, and it's very powerful influence, it's the full moon. Full moon, which is happening today. It's actually called a micro full moon. And the reason it's called micro full moon is because it's furthest away. It's a full moon, but it's furthest away from the Earth. So that makes it auspicious in itself. But it's in the sign of Scorpio. So Scorpio is all about transformation. And with it being a full moon, it's like the full light is put on to our own transformation. And our transformation comes about by us really getting in touch with who we truly are, with our emotional landscape. So this could actually be a time to encourage us to get really truthful with our own self. How are your emotions? How are you feeling about yourself? And it tends to be a little bit like a roller coaster, ups and downs. But when we actually get in touch with the wealth of information that is provided for our own evolution, our own development, that can actually be a wee bit like getting clear on what your shadowy parts are. This conversation about our shadow aspects has been coming up a lot for me with different conversations I've been having over the last week. So are there emotions that you feel like they're too much, or that it's not okay to sit into the depths, or even to acknowledge this is an emotion that you're feeling? When we walk with this idea of mastering your mindset, it's about really realizing that healing comes about by attending to your physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual well-being. That's the four pillars of you. But also to realize that as we evolve and shift and change, and so from an emotional landscape perspective, there may be emotions that helped shape, help guide, help navigate to get you here in this space and time, but maybe it's now time to say that's done. It's over. And that's what I'm saying about healing, is sometimes healing is about allowing yourself the depths of that emotion and then let it go and honor it. And so the full moon is all about nothing can hide. Nothing gets to hide. And that can sometimes be a wee bit of a discombobulation or a wee bit of a challenge. So we are all invited to feel our emotions, to hold space for our emotions, to tell the truth with our emotions, and maybe even inspire others around us to do the same. So, the other thing that I was going to tell you too about why this is an auspicious day is it's kind of cool that we've got this epic full moon in the sign of Scorpio on this day, but also this day is known as Vesak Day, and that is actually Buddha's birthday. So maybe with that whole culmination of what you've been feeling and getting clear, maybe you can actually tap into some of Buddha's enlightenment energy also, and just breathe into that. It's available for all of us. We just need to make that choice. Okay, so take a deep breath. If anything that I say on these sessions triggers you or confuses you, or you need a wee bit more guidance or support, just pop it in the comments below or message me directly. This is all about helping you just really pause for a wee moment and assess and access your own wisdom within, and take care of yourself as the sacred, powerful being that you actually are. So now let's start getting into pulling some cards. The first one, and this is very, very on point with this Scorpio full moon, what we're going to let go of. That's what we start with. This is my letting go guidance system. So just contemplate, just feel into where are there areas that played their part. Now you don't need them anymore. And what can you do to allow the light of this full moon to maybe burn it off, to maybe illuminate it and say, okay, now I release. Let's see what comes up. And this is a good one. It's allowing the opinions of others to change you. So that's such an important piece. Your emotions are yours. Your journey is yours. And the more we actually really release the propensity to look at how other people are doing, what other people are doing, how they're dealing with certain events or challenges in their life, and then think, oh gosh, I need to be like that, or I need to do that. No, it's about you really telling yourself the truth. And when we do our work, or when we do our healing in whatever unique way is right for us, it allows everybody else to do the same, rather than getting too caught up. You know, I said about the 4 pillars, about physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. When we get too caught in the mental aspect, we tend to forget that there's another 3 pillars that are very, very important, and they're very, very uniquely ours. So this is about really, we can sometimes look at somehow, you know, how somebody's dealing with something and think, wow, that was really good. You can, you know, be a wee bit of a detective or an investigator and sort of say, how did they do that? What did they do? But not to allow their opinion to derail or to talk you out of what you know is best and right for you. So letting that go. If that's any sneaking in for you, letting that one go. Okay, take another nice deep breath. And now we'll get one tarot card to see what tarot card wisdom is going to help us navigate and make the best use of this powerful phase that we're coming through. Well, this is perfect. What's perfect is what's come up is the 2 of Cups. So the 2 of Cups it's all about mirror. So that's what this energy of the full moon in Scorpio is about, illuminating and reflecting the deepest nuances, the deepest wisdom within us. So how does that land for you? Are there pieces that you've kind of hidden or just kind of put off, like kind of put off to the side, sort of saying, I'll get to that later? This is the time. This is the time to bring it in. This is the time to acknowledge your emotional escrow, your emotional makeup, and honor it and tell yourself the truth and be loving and kind and accepting and allowing it to flow. It's one of the best ways to heal and to really step into your own unique power. We're all very powerful, but we all have our own unique flavor. We also all have our own unique gifts. And the more we calibrate to our emotional wisdom, to our own inner guidance, the more we up-level and actually start to really recognize what is the purpose for you. As souls, we all came here with something to contribute, with something to offer. How are you with that? Are you aligning with it? Are you following it? And sometimes, even as I'm thinking about that, is that sometimes when we follow it, that means it's busy time now, and you go action, 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 but then it's time to retreat. So it's finding your best rhythm of that, the being and doing. Okay, so now I'm going to pull 3 of the Intuitive Oracle, or Intuitive Whisper Oracle, to help us go even deeper with this one. Like I said, this is a very deep time. Oh, look at this. These are beautiful. Well, that one came up the other day. This one is to move your body to move your emotion. Isn't that perfect? Because that's what we're in. But maybe you can actually just allow yourself to move your body so that you can access the wisdom or the gifts or the depths of that emotion. And maybe that can be put your hands on your heart and just breathe. In fact, take that another step and intend that you can breathe in and out of your heart space. that can actually help change your state and actually help you stay present, because some emotions can be a wee bit uncomfortable. And so then we might have a propensity to stuff it down, or to say, I'm not going to allow myself to go in there. But maybe if you just sat with your heart space and allow it to just flow and slow down. Slowing down actually can really be beautiful support to feeling your emotions, to not chasing them away, to not doing the shoulds. Oh, I shouldn't be feeling this, or I thought I should get over this faster. Those kind of things. That's not going to help you. And then maybe you could actually settle into the magic of nothingness. The magic of nothingness is, it allows everything to flow as it is, rather than as our mental faculties may think that it should be. So maybe we can actually get more into that flowing, that stepping into what's possible for you. What's your potential? And are you allowing yourself to feel your feelings, to allow them to guide you, and then release? That's, like I said, that's a huge part of healing. Feeling them, letting them inform you, and then let them go. No emotion is permanent, but all emotions actually demand of us to be respected. And so, because being respected means that we pick them up and we say, yep, hi, you're here to show me, to guide me, to illustrate something, to help me navigate something. And then once you've got that, then it shifts. And so, as always, like I said, if you're in a space where you're needing a wee bit of guidance or support, just let me know. You can put it in the comments or message me directly. Now I'm just about ready to wrap this session up and send you off into this beautiful, powerful, transformative week ahead, where we are going to let go of that which doesn't serve the highest version of who we are becoming. We're always evolving and up-leveling, and I always do that, this spiral to move up. So take a nice deep breath. We're going to finish off by pulling one of my Liberate Your Inner Truth cards here. Perfect. The card that's come up for us is I Am Potential. And that feels like a beautiful, energetic vibe to wrap all of this up. But let me read this out to you. I let go of logic and trust in my feelings. That's all this is about, right? New and exciting things start to happen as I am intuitively guided to explore new possibilities for my life. My feelings are a part of the guidance to fulfill my potential. Couldn't have picked a better one to really wrap up and synthesize the vibe of what this micro full moon in the sign of Scorpio, and also Buddha's birthday. I wish you a superb week ahead. Like I said, if you need any further support or help on any of this, just let me know. Much love to you. I wish you a beautiful week, and I'll be back again with you next week.